All right, so we're going to take this ending balance. I'm going to take the whole PV function and I'm going to go ahead and cut it. Okay, so not the equal sign, leave the equal sign there, but I'm going to cut this. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it to put it in my clipboard, keep it, but put it in when I need it, right? And in this case, I'm going to do an if function. And I'm going to have an if open parentheses, and I'm going to go ahead and open up my fx dialog box for my function arguments. All right, what are we trying to prove? We're trying to prove that if this number right here is less than my total number of years, what should it do? If I am still paying this off, my number of years has not been found yet, what should it do? It should calculate, right? It should calculate the ending balance. What was the equation we used to calculate the ending balance? That PV function we just cut. So I'm going to go ahead and paste. I'm going to right click and paste, or go ahead and Control V. All right, so if the number of years is less than how many years I have left to pay the loan, if I'm still paying off the loan, essentially, calculate it. If not, what should it be? What should the ending balance be if we've reached our number of years for our loan? 0, because we're done paying it off. So 0, we owe 0. Ending balance is 0. So I'm going to go ahead and put 0 and hit OK. All right, now it doesn't fix everything, right? Because we need to fill handle it down. So I'm going to go ahead and replace the old equation with the new one and let go. Oh, here we go. Okay, we reached year 20. Nothing got calculated for the ending balance. We paid $12,000 in our principal, $234. Look how small that is in interest. But we still have an issue here. What the heck is this $12,527 over here? Okay, we're still calculating our monthly payment with our interest. That does not work, right? Because we're not paying a monthly payment anymore. So we've got to do an if function for the interest too. We've got to make sure that when it reaches 0, it stops calculating as well. So I'm going to go in here. I'm going to cut this equation again, cut it, do an if function, open up that dialog box. And what am I trying to prove again? I'm trying to prove that the years is less than the number of years I have left in my loan. If it is, I'm going to go ahead and calculate my interest. If it's not, the interest is 0 because I'm not paying my loan anymore. Go ahead and hit OK, and they'll handle that down through everything. And I've got a loan amortization table that now stops at the year it calculates. So let's test this out. What if I got a 25-year loan? So I go up here to the years, change it to 25, hit enter, it goes all the way to 25 and stops. Beautiful, right? It's kind of cool. I mean, if you think about it, it really is cool on how much you have for all of this, right? And when we're doing this, you want to make sure that you're really looking at what is being paid here, okay? And when we're doing this, like I can take this and I can do like a $1 million home. 3, and I can figure out how much that's going to be over the course of the loan. It's kind of cool. I mean, watch that. But what's really interesting is look at this interest here. When I increase the cost of that home, I am paying more in interest all the way through year 5. They want their money up front. So keep that in mind. And then the question is, what if you made an extra payment? What if you made an extra payment of $4,500 that went just towards principal? How many years would that take off your life of your loan? If you have a 30-year loan, it will take 7 years off the life of your loan if you made one extra payment. Now, if you think about it, looking at a $180,000 home, $727 is not hard, right? I could come up with an extra one of those, but it's only going towards principal. None of it would go towards interest. Because if you look at this right here, I'm paying more in interest all the way up through year 10 this time around because I'm at a 30-year loan. And I could pay off more of that, which means they have less interest they can calculate over time. All right, save this, turn it in, and hopefully you learned a little bit about how a loan can grow over time and change throughout the life of the loan.